Put your hands together, make it real loud. Also from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Jimmy McMurrin.
What's up, Saturday night? You guys got some gas left in the tank? Let's go. Don't get sleepy on your boy. I like you guys. You guys could have went anywhere out here tonight, you know, Vegas, 2 Mile Strip, beautiful $1 billion properties. And you guys were all like, nah, let's go to the fucking stratosphere. Yeah, like, I don't think I want to just gamble my money. I think I want to gamble with my life while I'm out here, man. This is, I think I want to get stabbed while I'm out here in Vegas. That would be, I'd really put an exclamation mark on my trip. It's a dangerous city, dude. It's unpredictable. You could tell a lot about a city by the billboards. Like, Vegas has 2 sets of billboards. There's one set is like drink, party, gamble. But then there's another set of billboards that's just like, have you been injured? Did you fuck yourself up while you were out here, bro? It can happen, man. It's cool though. I'm raising kids out here. I just had my 2nd kid recently. You know what I mean? Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. A lot of love from the front half of the room. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Back half of the room, what's up? Just fuck my 2nd kid, huh? You guys, I don't like children in the back half, man. You got parents in here, huh? Yeah. I'll ask again. Answer like it's tax season. Who has kids? Bro, the 2nd kid is way better than the 1st kid, huh? All right, they got a little quiet on that one. All right. I just mean you're prepared for the 2nd kid, dude. Like my 1st kid, I didn't even know how they look like when they come out, you know? I was like, oh, it'll just look like a baby. And then it comes out and you see it and you're like, ugh. You're like, this motherfucker's been pickling in there, dude. They come out, the face is all smushed in, the head's like... Bro, yeah, sci-fi, dude. My 1st kid came out, he was like a weird color. I took one look at him, I was like, dude, that's gonna be expensive to fix. I was looking at the doctor like, that's the mesothelioma we keep seeing on TV? That's... Like, my 1st kid got the thelioma, dude. The doctor tried to calm me down. He was like, no, sir, in the medical field, that's just what we call an FLK. I was like, what's that? He was like, it's a funny looking kid. But then somebody must have warned my wife because she was looking at me like, oh my God, Jimmy, he looks just like you. I was like, bro, we're gonna have to get a van now, dude. It's funny too, we work opposite schedules, so I got my kids by myself all the time. It's hard in public. You know, people think the worst thing is when your kid has to take a shit in public, but anybody that has kids knows the real worst thing is when you're in public with your kids and you have to take a shit. Right? Because then you got to bring the kids inside the stall with you. And you're just looking at them like, yeah, it's going to be a rough 10 minutes. Strap up, bro. Like, there's no episode of Paw Patrol that can prepare you for this. This is going to be an entirely unique experience, brother. Because it's a level 10 or you wouldn't be doing it in public, right? And then you gotta hustle the kids into the stall. Then you just gotta look your child in the eye. And it's your kid and you're looking at him like, yo, don't touch anything in this room. And then the whole time your kid just looks back at you like, God damn. And then they won't sit still. Like my younger kid will have the plunger in his hand, right? He won't even have it by the handle. He'll have it like by this part. He got it. I don't know what they call that. He got it by the nozzle, dude. He got it by the plunge, bro. Right? He trying to touch his brother with it and shit. He like Pierce. There's a guy peeing in the stall next to us. My son's looking under the stall at the guy. Some poor guy's peeing, my son's head's there. Hello? He come up, he's like, Daddy, his pee-pee's bigger than yours. I'm like, I'm sitting down. My shit is coiled right now. I'm coiled. My shit's on slinky. Don't say that, dude. And then I got to look under just to be sure, you know. I'm like, he wearing Jordans. His shit might be bigger. I'm like, and then my older son's learning how to read, so he's reading the shit written on the bathroom stall walls. He's like, Dad, call this number. It's like, call that number for a good time, dude. It's like the worst words of all time on the bathroom stalls. He's learning new words. He's sounding it out. He's like, Dad, what is cunt? I'm like, yo, just stop there, bro. Don't. So now I got to try to explain C-U-N-T to a 6-year-old. I'm looking at him. I'm like, well, you know mommy's mom, Nana? I'm like, dude, Nana's a fucking cunt, man. Listen, don't, I'm like, don't repeat that, dude. Don't not repeat that. They're tough in public, dude. You never realize how good your kids are in public till you see them around the other kids their age, though. Like, we went to Target. This kid was my son's age. He was, like, scratching his mom and, like, ripping his clothes off and shit. Even my son tapped me. He was like, Dad, he's tripping. And I was like, yeah, the hell he is. I don't even think about it. And then the mom saw us watching. She was embarrassed. She was like, we've tried everything. She was like, your son, he looks like he's so well behaved. She's like, I have to ask, like, what's your secret? I was like, oh, that? It's because I whoop his ass. Yeah. I was like, you want me to whoop your son's ass? I look like he need it, you know what I mean? Bro, I was so proud of my son, dude. I went to him, I was like, do you want like some M&Ms or something, dude? You know? He looked at me, he was like, indeed. I'm saying he's 6, he says weird shit. He don't say yes, he says indeed. He don't say no, he says never. I'll be like, Pierce, you want a quesadilla for lunch? He look at me like, never. I'm like, you want a PB&J? He like, indeed. I think it's because he watches too much Game of Thrones. Because he don't call me dad, he calls me father. He'll walk in the kitchen like, Father, can I get some fruit snacks, I beg of thee? I'm like, just say please, dude, you know? I go to give him a whooping, he looks at me like, Father, spare me of the rod. His mom comes down like, what's going on in here? I'm like, I don't know, ask little Hamlet over here, dude. Like, no more HBO for this kid, man. I'm dealing a lot with the British accent these days. I just met my brother-in-law, future brother-in-law, my sister's fiance came out. He's a British dude. So, you know, I just spent 2 weeks just trying to understand what the fuck he was saying the whole time. They got different words in England. Like, they don't say certain things that we say. They don't say cigarette, right? But I didn't know that. So I'm at the bar, bonding. We're hosing beers. Out of nowhere, he comes up to me, he goes, bro, I'll be right back. I'm just going to step outside and smoke a fag. I was like, yo, first of all, that's pretty gangster. I was like, but you can't say that in America, dude. This is America. I was like, you can tell me that. Don't tell that to anybody else, please. They came out here because my sister's pregnant, so we went to their gender reveal. You guys been to a gender reveal? It's the dumbest shit of all time. Okay, thank you. First of all, we already did the baby shower. Right? So if you're going to do a gender reveal, how about at least put it on the same day as the baby shower? Like, don't make me act like I give a fuck twice. We can knock that out in one business day. We didn't even have those growing up. We didn't have gender reveals. Our parents didn't have those, right? Like back in the day, you didn't know the gender till the baby was born. Right there in the hospital. And then however the dad reacted to the baby, that was the gender reveal. Yeah, the dad would go check the incubator and he was like, fuck. It's black. Black dude dying in the front row. White people like, can we laugh at that one? Is that one Not quite sure how to play that one, man. It's a good infidelity joke, dude. Hell yeah, man, we're doing good. I just hope we make it to the end of the year, bro. It's going crazy, huh? Hell yeah, bro. Like, I got me, my wife, my kids. We're having problems. We got a dog in our house now. Just 135-pound, ugly, Rottweiler-looking thing. And, you know, I hate that I have to describe my mother-in-law that way. Listen. You know, I love her, but she sheds. Nah, she's cool. My mother-in-law's a Middle Eastern immigrant from Lebanon. You know what I mean? Any Middle Easterners in the crowd? Good, we're safe. Let's go. No, my mother-in-law, she's tight. She doesn't like me. She thinks I'm the brokest white man in America. And it sucks because my wife makes great money. You know, my wife kills it, and then, like, I'll be doing this and shit. You know, every time it comes up, she's talking to my wife like, he's broke. And my wife will be like, he's funny. And I'm just like, we're doing good, man. We've been together a while, dude. How long you guys been together?
28.
28 years? Have you guys made your will? Not yet?
Not yet.
I'll ask you the same thing they asked me. If the worst happened to you, would you want her to, like, move on and be happy and everything?
Oh yeah.
He said, oh yeah. You fucking lying. Right, fellas, respectfully, we don't want nobody hitting it after we die. I put that in my will. I was like, not allowed to move on. And my wife saw that and got pissed. She was like, ugh, that's messed up. She was like, if you died, what would I do for affection? Confidently, I was like, yo, masturbate to memories of me. So genius shit, I took a bunch of nudes, I gave it to my lawyer. All right, dude, if anything happens to me, my wife will get a knock at the door. It'll be my lawyer standing there with a manila envelope like, Jimmy said you'd know what to do with these. He's like, them shits are fire. They're fire. I don't know. I'm not gonna get too vulgar. You know, you can't brag about your sex life when you're married, right? You know, with your boys, you don't get points for hitting the same chick over and over. That's a single guy thing to brag about. And I let them. You know, my single friends are always showing me pictures like, dude, I just had a threesome last weekend. You know, he's like, dude, look at this chick I just hooked up with on Tinder. Like, I'm married. I can't interrupt that conversation and be like, yo, I got some pussy today. Right? My friends are gonna look at me and be like, from your wife? And then I'm like, yeah. And they're like, I don't wanna hear that shit, dude. And then the sad part is, the whole time, I'm lying. Didn't even get no pussy today, dude. Just wanted to feel like one of the boys again, bro. That's it, man. But we're doing good. She wanted to spice it up in the bedroom, you know, so she's making me get one of those things. They say supposedly it's saved thousands of marriages. It's called a vasectomy. Right, my boy right here, you got a vasectomy, huh? I can tell by your hat. We got. I said, my boy's neutered right here. Let's go. I'm neutered too, man, you know? My wife forced me to get it. I didn't want to get it. I was like, damn, now I know how people that didn't want to get vaccinated for their jobs feel, right? It's like, I didn't want to get it, but my wife mandated it, so here we are. And it's crazy, too. You go in for the consultation, right? And the doctor, he looks at you, you know, and he's like, yeah, dude. He's like, we're just going to go in. He's like, we're going to make the incision. He's like, it's a very non-invasive procedure. He's like, you won't even be under anesthesia for it, you know? And I was like, whoa. I was like, back up. I was like, I think I heard you wrong. I was like, it almost sounded like you said I was going to be awake while you were doing it. And the doctor was like, no, yeah, you will be awake. I was like, bro, no the fuck I won't. I was like, either you're putting me to sleep or I'm coming in this bitch off 2 Xanax and a 4 Loko, bro, because there are certain things a guy should just not be awake for, right? I'm talking episodes of The Bachelor. right? Spirit Airlines flights, okay? And when the doctor's down there clipping wires like he's trying to disarm a bomb in my balls, go on ahead and knock me out for that one, dude. I'm out of here for that one. I don't know. Just telling the truth, man. That's where I get in trouble, you know. Some guys get in trouble for lying. I get in trouble for the truth. Like the other day, we left a surprise party that my friend's wife's husband threw. So as we left, my wife was looking at me. She was like, Jimmy, how come you never thrown me a surprise party? And I just told her the truth. I was like, you don't have enough friends for me to throw you a surprise party. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to say that. My wife's always the loudest one in the room. Like, my circle's small. I don't fuck with fake people. Right? I'm like, that's cool. I respect that. Part of that is you don't get to have a surprise party. If two of your friends can't make it, I got to cancel the whole shit. I'm inviting my friends to your surprise party to fill out the room, you know? But my wife has flaws too. Like, she sucks at giving gifts, which sounds small, but it matters to me because I'm great at giving gifts. Like for Christmas, I mentioned my wife's Middle Eastern, so I got her this whole like laser hair, like removal therapy thing, right? Hang on, that's a great gift. Ask any girl in here, that's a great gift. I know you guys are looking like, did I get her the bikini line? No, I went ahead and hit her with the sideburn package, right? We gotta, listen, I can't have my wife walking around looking like a blues brother, right? We gotta tighten it up, man. Then I opened up my Christmas gift. She got me a gift card to Blue Apron, right? I've never heard of it. She goes, oh, it's sick. She goes, it's a website that you go on and then you pick the meals that you want to cook and then they send you the ingredients. She goes, sounds dope, right? And I was like, oh, bitch, it sounds like you got me groceries for Christmas. I would cook this shit myself. What kind of internet Korean barbecue is that, man? We're doing good, though. I talk shit about my mother-in-law up here. Really, I love her. She's great. She's cool. She's Middle Eastern, though, fully, you know? So, like, she's always telling us that our older son, the one looking at the dicks under the stalls, she's always telling us that he's gay. She's like, he's gay, I can tell. You know? And I'm like, no, relax, dude, you know? Like, he's 6. It's too early to tell if he's gay. All I know is we put him in gymnastics. He's fucking killing it. Right? That's every dad's dream, you know? Right? And I don't care even if he was, dude. I live in Vegas. Like, my gay friends are my favorite friends to party with. You guys ever party with gay people? Hell yeah. Again, front of the room, good. Back of the room, live a little. Your gay friends will show you a good time, dude. One thing my gay friends do that my straight friends don't, my gay friends actually make plans, okay? All right, which matters. I don't got time to sit around with my straight friends for 3 hours. I go, what you trying to do tonight, bro? You trying to step out? My gay friend will hit me 6 o'clock. Bitch, get dressed. I'm picking you up at 7. Straight to Kiefer's for pregame. We're getting weird tonight. I'm like, ooh, we getting weird tonight. I got to go to a different section of my closet and shit. I'm like, start looking at my fabrics, bro. You know what I mean? And right when I walk through the door, they gas me up. Ooh, Jimmy, you gonna kill him with the corduroy jacket? I'm over there like, a little corduroy. Just saying, it's a melting pot, man. Vegas is a melting pot. Even my neighbors are lesbians, right? Fine-ass lesbians, which matters. Right, dude? You're paying a little bit more attention to what's going on next door, dude. I'm at the wall, bricked up, like. I'm trying to hear anything at the wall. Then I think one of them cheated on the other one. I heard them arguing through the wall. She was like, you gonna fuck that bitch in my bed with our dick? All right, bro, I was at the wall like. I heard her. She was like, no, babe, I used the purple one. I was like, they got a purple one over there, bro? What the? Hey, y'all look great. I'm Jimmy McMurrin, everybody. That's my time. Thank you.
Jimmy McMurrin, everybody. Let him hear it one more time.